Administration Committee.
The gentleman from Illinois is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today in strong support of Chairman Stiles' bill, H.R. 7008, the Stop Insider Trading Act, of which I'm a proud co-sponsor. As members of the United States Congress, it is our job to preserve the integrity of this institution and take seriously the responsibility placed on us by our constituents. This legislation will bring about a more transparent and accountable Congress and will be a strong measure to restore the American people's trust in this institution. While older laws have prohibited members from using non-public information when trading, they did not go far enough. More robust measures should be put in place, and that is exactly what this bill does. As the American people have seen, members of this body have become extremely wealthy from trading the stock market while in office, and it is precisely because of this that the American people have lost faith in Congress and in government. We are elected to this office as a privilege to serve in this chamber, not a right, and we should not be using our positions for our own personal and financial gain. The American people need to be reminded that we are working for them, that we have taken a solemn oath to protect and defend the Constitution, not our own bottom line. And in light of my colleague claiming that this bill is a poison pill because the Save America Act is included, which we have passed multiple times out of this House with not any support from the Democrats. The Democrats are opposed to voter ID and proof of citizenship. They cannot win elections based on their own bad ideas. They have to continue with the fraud and cheating. We know that our voter rolls are outrageously dirty, that there are millions of ineligible voters on the rolls, and I personally, here in D.C., have received 4 ballots in the mail, of which I have not solicited anyone. We have chaos because they will not vote for the Save America Act. Thank you, and I yield back.
Gentlewoman yields. Gentleman from Wisconsin reserves. Gentleman from New York.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I do, before I yield to my friend, I also want to, and I didn't say this in my opening comments, but also it's remarkable that if we're working so hard and endeavoring to convince the American people that they can have faith in what we do as it relates to insider information and moving markets, I find it extraordinary that we would not include the president or vice president, members of the cabinet or the Supreme Court in a bill to make sure that they're not participating. In fact, this is well known, it's been well reported. Since Inauguration Day of last year, President Trump has had more trades individually than have all the members of the United States House and Senate, 535 members.